Welcome to the South Coast Ale Trail. Join me over the next few days as we travel along the beautiful south coast of New South Wales. We'll visit 11 breweries and lots of places of interest like these beautiful beaches and waterways.
We created this place to be a destination for people. We've always had a fully rotating beer menu, so we're trying to rotate that all the time. We're definitely that pub style, brew pub. Wollongong was the south coast, the gateway, it's the start. The northern beaches of the south coast here are just so different. You don't see the escarpment meeting the sea like you do here anywhere else. So the beaches are kind of where it's at. We're 200 metres from the beach.
Our head brewer is a lagerfile. He's very, very big on traditional German styles. We wanted to have a bit of a fresher kind of twist on like old styles. So we call them New World lagers. So it's essentially like an old school recipe with a New World twist. It's a very, very spectacular part of the coastline, and the escarpment is so close to the beach that it's a very thin strip. On the mountainside, we've got amazing hiking trails and mountain biking and all that kind of thing. But one of our big things is beer is best served in the shadow of the brewery that we've made.
Our tap list is probably like 50% like hazies. We definitely love our hops. That lends itself to brewing IPAs, XPAs and anything sort of hop forward. The one thing that Seeker resonated with us was it went with the landscape in Wollongong. So the adventure, like the surfing, the mountain biking, seeking good beers, seeking anything really. And the journey down the south coast, like if you just follow the brewery trail, it's been quite a fun trip, and we're proud to be a part of it.
So we make anything from 3.5% mid-strength lager through to big imperial stouts. I love making pretty much any kind of beer. Wollongong's a nice small town, beach town, little village, which is big tourist vibes. So over summer it probably doubles, triples in population for surfing and snorkeling and just sitting on the beach. There's kind of a little bit for everyone. Partnership, collaboration, friendship, mateship, all those things, community. That's what craft beer is about.
We're an ale house, so we're not doing any lager, but we do a good mix of full-bodied beers, dry, kind of easy drinking styles. My brother and I grew up here, so it's so close to the coast. You've got a lot of choice around Nowra. You're right on the river, right by many options. Jervis Bay, heading up north, up to Taroa, Wollongong. Closer to the brewery, we have the Shoalhaven Zoo, which is quite popular. Also, there's a high ropes course that families I know love doing down there, which is pretty popular. It's just a great catalyst to visit such a beautiful area of New South Wales.
We've got a good blend of local brewers and also some are further afield. We overlook the river completely, so it's a beautiful spot. Got some amazing waterways, amazing beaches, and also some amazing bushland and great bushwalking as well. It's a great area to spend some time down by the river and hopefully have a couple of beers at Swordfish. We've got 12 taps at the moment. We've got a good blend of local brewers and also some are further afield. With something like the Ale Trail, it really solidifies that, and it really kind of brings different breweries together, and that gives us opportunity for working together and doing brews together and really encompassing that kind of craft beer mentality.
We've got a wide selection of beers, so we go
from our simplest, easiest drinking lager styles with the Barley Blonde, right through to red ales, stouts, IPAs, you name it, we've got it. We've even got a couple weird ones like sours, ginger beers and ciders that we brew here. We're situated just over the road from one of the local beaches, right in the village. We get a range of customers. We do get a lot of traffic coming from Canberra. A lot of people have holiday homes down here, weekenders, that sort of thing. But we also see a lot more traffic from Sydney and Victoria, and it's really encouraging. The Ale Trail sort of tells all of our stories, links us together and makes the whole South Coast a destination.
Our current owners, Jeremy and Susan, they took over here around 5 years ago, decided why not put our own beers on tap. Jeremy has worked to brew a couple of beers. We've got an IPA, we've got an amber ale and a pale ale. We're just south of Bateman's Bay, about an hour south of Bateman's, about an hour north of Bega. You head to the coast, you've got Bermagui. We get people from everywhere here. It's a tourist destination for sure. Our tourist market in particular loves the craft beers, and you can make a real trip out of it.
Craft Brewery's been around for 5 years, so we're actually located in a caravan park as a brewery. So they like to boast that they're one of the first breweries to be in a holiday park. So the types of beers we have on tap here are very approachable standard beers like your lager, pale ale, Camel Rock just across the road, which is our namesake. And there's a walk you can do from there up the coast just a little bit to Horsehead Rock as well. You can bike into Bermagui. There's a little bit of mountain biking just up in Dalmany, and there's a bit of whale watching as well. Being part of the South Coast Ale Trail for us is super important because one of our core values is being community focused, and the brewing community on the South Coast when I first started was just so wholesome and open, and I couldn't help but be a part of it.
The Longstocking Brewery is 7 years old now, and we've had it for the last 5.5 years. At Longstocking we've got a really big range of beers. We've always got 10 different styles on tap, and we try to make just good beer, not really out there beer, but the sort of drink that you like to say, I'll have another of those. So we're actually halfway between Sydney and Melbourne and just near beautiful Eden. In and around Pambula and Merimbula there is just a natural wilderness. It's so beautiful. The beaches around this area are pristine. Pambula River mouth is absolutely gorgeous. There's no shortage of nature and national parks. You could surf in the morning and you could mountain bike in the afternoon and then pop up for a spot of trout fishing. The South Coast Ale Trail gives people a map. It meets all of the breweries on the coast, joins us together, and it's just such a beautiful drive.